Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Sports PSP in the building. Hope you all enjoying the rest of your day. I want to talk about some NBA news. As you all know it by now, Kevin Durant is now officially a member of the Phoenix Suns. I'm just reading an article here from ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. After 3+ tumultuous years and a second trade request in 8 months, all NBA forward Kevin Durant was traded from the Brooklyn Nets to the Phoenix Suns for a package that includes dynamic forward Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, and 4 unprotected future first-round picks, sources told ESPN on Wednesday night, in a deal that landed in the late night hours ahead of Thursday's 3 p.m. Eastern Time trade deadline. Durant and TJ Warren were shuttled to the Suns for a massive haul of first-round draft picks in 2023, 2025, 2027, and 2029, and a 2028 pick swap, sources said. So, folks, it's official. KD is no longer a Brooklyn Net. He is now a member of the Phoenix Suns. What are my thoughts? I think KD decided to be traded to Phoenix, even though he demanded to be traded, I think, 8 months ago. So this was around the summertime. Remember, 2 of the teams he wanted to be traded to were Miami Heat and the Phoenix Suns. I also think the reason why KD was traded was obviously last week. Kyrie Irving demanded a trade, and then once he demanded a trade on a Friday last week, 2 days later, he was traded to the Dallas Mavericks. So I think KD made a decision to be traded to the Phoenix Suns and just get the hell out of Brooklyn because I lose Kyrie. Last year, I lost James Harden in a trade, and I'm stuck with Ben Simmons. And I'm sorry, folks, if you look at Ben Simmons this year, statistically, points, assists, rebounds, Ben Simmons is not the player he once was going back to his days in Philadelphia. I'm sorry, he substantially regressed. So I think for KD, in terms of competing for a championship, why not go to Phoenix and pair up with Chris Paul, one of the best point guards in the game, as well as Devin Booker, one of the best 2 guards in the game. We all know how deadly CP3 and Book are as far as with the mid-range game. To add KD to that mix, man, you got great mid-range shooters in CP3, Booker, and also with KD. So I think Phoenix, they could compete for a championship. Do I see them coming out the West this year? No. I believe Denver will come out the West. I believe Phoenix can compete for a championship next year because they need more time, they need more chemistry, they need more camaraderie. As for Brooklyn, and as far as I'm concerned, Phoenix for now won the trade because they get a top 5 player in KD and the best position possible to compete for a championship. But as far as with the future, it's Brooklyn. They get 4 first-round picks, and on top of that, they get Cam Johnson, who is another scoring option. And by the way, Cam Thomas, these past couple of games, against Phoenix, against the Clippers, he's been playing out of his mind. And he's just, shouts out to Cam Thomas. I just want to add that. But to add Cam Johnson to the mix, another scoring option as well, you add Mikal Bridges, a defender who can help out Ben Simmons. You also add Jay Crowder, and then you get 4 first-round picks. If you're Brooklyn, that's nice. And I'm quite sure if you're Brooklyn, you wanted to move on from Kyrie and KD. And even though we could blame Kyrie and KD for all this mess, but at the same time, Brooklyn is not off the hook. You knew exactly what you were getting yourself into by getting Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. So they realized we made a huge mess and we had to clean up the mess. So I think Brooklyn in the future won this trade. And I think they wanted to move on from Kyrie and KD because looking back, they made a mistake. They tried after 3+ years and it didn't work. And they only advanced to 1 series, which was the conference semis. So, of course, with KD, with Kyrie, with James Harden in Brooklyn, it was an epic failure. Bottom line. So, but I think Brooklyn will be fine regarding their future. Now, if KD wins a championship in Phoenix, does it change people's perception of him as far as a champion and a winner? Even though Phoenix didn't win a championship before KD, they went to the finals the first year with CP3. And then in the second year, they lost in the conference semis in Game 7 to the Dallas Mavericks. So I don't know if winning a championship in Phoenix changes Kevin Durant's perception as far as a champion and a winner. I mean, in Golden State, it didn't change my perception of him at all because Golden State already won a championship. They went to 2 finals before KD. They established a culture before KD ever arrived. In Phoenix, maybe. Some people say maybe because Phoenix didn't win a championship. They went to a finals, but they never won a championship. So it's still tricky to see how we're going to perceive KD if he wins a championship in Phoenix. Only time will tell. But anyway, those are my thoughts, guys, regarding the whole NBA trade. What are your thoughts? Who do you think won the trade between Phoenix and Brooklyn? How will you view KD as far as winning a championship in Phoenix? Do you think it changes your perception of him as far as a champion and a winner? Do you think he'll finally get the credit, the due he deserves? What do you also think about Brooklyn's future as far as accumulating 4 first-round picks as well as getting scoring options like Cam Johnson and a defender like Mikal Bridges, as well as another solid player in Jamison Crowder? How will Ben Simmons be utilized in the Nets offense as well as the defense, and so much more? Other than that, it's your boy Sports PSP. Hope you all enjoying the rest of your day. And as usual, God bless.